Hello and welcome. Thank you for coming to listen to us today. We are pupils from Ysgol Maesglas, and today we want to speak about how we want to save energy and resources to power our school through renewable solar energy.
I have a new baby brother less than 1 month old. There he is. This is Billy. I want him to have a good life, so therefore I'll try to give him a great life. However, I'm worried about the world he'd grow up in. Non-renewable energy comes from a source that will run out or will not be replenished in our lifetimes. I want people to stop making fuel and diesel-powered cars and to start making more electric cars. And instead of having houses running on non-renewable electricity, try to make a lot of houses run on solar panels. Fossil fuels damage the Earth's core and add harmful gases to our environment. And it will soon not just be a little problem, and it will become a big problem. I believe people do want to make the right choices, but at the moment it's expensive to invest in solar energy. We need to change this so people not only want to make the right decisions, but so they can afford to make the right decisions.
Some people are making wrong decisions and don't know what impact it has on our Earth. If we don't make changes now, in the future it will be too bad for anyone to change, so we need to act now if we want to save our planet. There are lots of ways to help our environment, and I think people should start making the right choices. Burning fossil fuels causes floods, the heating of the Earth's atmosphere, ice caps melting, all of which are direct results of climate change. We need to act fast for our future humans so they don't have to experience having to pay so much money and waste so many resources such as fossil fuels. So I want to try and help people make the right decisions. So let's try and do something about it. Otherwise, one day the Earth will be in terrible shape and condition or even be completely ruined. Solar energy has such a good impact on the world, yet only 2% of energy created comes from solar. So let's keep going to encourage other countries and other people to invest in solar panels.
We have a dream. That dream is to create a solar farm on our school to completely power our school by solar energy. Our school uses just under 80,000 kilowatt hours per year, which costs approximately £14,500. With energy prices rising, this could cost a lot more in the future. We measured the area of the school and we found out that we have approximately 1,153 square metres of roof space. We also have measured the car park, and if we made carports, we would have potential 1,623 square metres for solar panels. We would have space for 54 kilowatt systems, although we only need 21. At an average price of £7,000 per system, it would cost us £147,000. That is a lot of money, but not when you see how much the panels could create. It would take the panels about 10 years to break even, but with most panels having a lifespan of over 40 years, they could generate over £440,000 after breaking even. Saving £14,500 a year could help us buy more better equipment. £14,500 could pay for new iPads, Chromebooks, sports equipment, reading books, pencils and so much more. Or we could use it to create even more eco-projects such as growing our food through gardening or aquaponics.
It's scary hearing that Jamie, Carlos and Fabian are worried about the world because you never know what will happen if we keep using fossil fuels and keep adding to climate change. So you have heard why we care, but why should you care? It affects each of you and every one of your family and friends, old, young and even innocent unborn family members. Why should they suffer because of our actions? If you own a business, you should care because it can save you money in the future. That's extra money for you and extra security for your employees. If you are the government or the council, you should care because with the right investment, that money could be reinvested in education, the NHS, the police, the emergency services, all extra money for our heroes. We may never see the benefits of the extra money in our time in school, but as Nelson Henderson said, the true meaning of life is to plant trees whose shade you do not expect to sit.
So now you have heard about our idea and why we want to invest in solar energy. We will ask you guys to do something for us today. For you to invest in solar energy, installing solar panels and reducing the use of fossil fuels.
As businesses, turn your buildings into solar farms and invest in solar energy. Help to develop solar energy and make solar panels cheaper and more affordable.
As councils and governments, support schools financially to be completely powered by solar energy. Use public sector buildings rather than greenfields to house solar farms. Make Wales the greenest country in the world.
As individuals, look at installing solar panels to your house.
Right now we have choices and decisions that could save our planet. One day we may not have any choices left. Diolch.